It's been a while since I updated MRR3. Well, that was because it wasn't working for me. The 2x4 setup was just too big for the space that I had, and I had just flat out run out of space to put this thing. It was kind of floating all around the place. Well, you know that I love modular setups, so I am pivoting to a modular Z-scale setup. So we're getting those built today, and we're getting some track on them, and we're going to run some trains, including a new Z-scale one. This is a T-Track Z module with some Rokuhan track on it. They're just like T-Track modules. They're just a little bit smaller than them. They're a really good size. I actually really like this. And they use Rokuhan track. Now the curves, the inner is going to be the 195 millimeter radius, and the outer is going to be the 220 millimeter radius. And they're pretty cool. Now these modules, they are from Klawndykes, and they are super easy to assemble. Now I have built enough of these modules in N and Z that I've pretty much gotten down to a science. Now this entire project is brought to you thanks to US Z-Scale. They are your source for American Z-Line, which is the big US Z-Scale manufacturer. Plus you can get your Rokuhan track there as well for making these modules. You can check out the link in the description. Now the first thing I like to do when I'm building these modules is attach the legs to their mounts. Now, you're going to need an Allen key for this. A little Allen wrench set will work you just fine. The feet have these nylon threaded rods. Make sure that the open hex end is facing the top of the module, and you screw the little 3D printed feet onto the solid end. Now this is because the open hex end is the one that you're going to go in here, these little holes right here, and you're going to be able to adjust the height without removing it. So here's the little feet, by the way. Now I don't need wood glue to glue the entire module in place. This is the best thing in my opinion. And to hold it in place while it's drying, I use painter's tape so that nothing gets all out of whack, and that has worked well for me, and not just here, but you can also see little bits of painter's tape that I haven't taken off of my in-scale T-Track modules until I'm ready to build on them. Now I'm building a simple oval for this. I plan on making this part a display model that I can put up. I'm not really looking to do some crazy operations just yet. That may be down the road though. For the power module, there are wiring holes in the middle. This is because the feeders for Rokuhan track attach in the middle. Now there are two types of terminal connectors. You'll want to use the thin ones for these modules, and I will link it below. For attaching the track, you'll want to use a good glue for this. Now for this, I used Loctite Power Grab, and this worked fairly well. I did have to re-glue a couple times. It just kind of popped off, but I'll get to that in a minute. But one thing I really like about Klawndike modules is that they have the track alignment markers, and they are accurate, which is super important in Z-scale. Now let's connect them up and run some trains. I do have a new Z-scale train for this. I have a Southern FP7 along with a set of Southern passenger cars from American Z-Line. I'm adding these to my existing Mopac train, and here they are. Now, there are a few things I've learned from building these modules. One is that the best glue for putting them together is wood glue. Once it's dry, it ain't going nowhere. The second is that Loctite Power Grab is a solid glue for this, but use enough so that it stays in place. That means coat that entire side on there. You can either do that or use super glue. That's going to work really well too. I've also used that on N-scale T-track modules. There's also screw holes that line up with some holes underneath the track, and if you want to do it that way, you can do that too. The biggest thing I have learned is that alignment is critical. If you are just slightly off, this is not going to work. Z-scale, simply because of its size, is more finicky than N-scale when it comes to these modules, and while the Rokuhan track connectors work great, they really do, I was kind of surprised, they're not as easy to connect as the Kato unijoiners in N-scale. So be careful when pushing these together. You may find it tougher than N-scale for Kato Unitrack. There are links in the description to everything you've seen here. If you want to see what I tried to do before this, I'll have it all linked right up here. Thank you all so much for watching. Looking forward to getting this project going again. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe, be kind, and happy railroading.